Early on, music labels rejected her, saying she didn't fit the mold. Yet today, Taylor Swift is one of Earth's biggest stars. This transition didn't happen by accident. It was built on calculated decisions that prioritized the business of music as much as the art. Born in Pennsylvania in 1989, Taylor Allison Swift grew up obsessed with country music. While other kids were playing outside, she was inside, writing lyrics and studying the genre. This flowchart demonstrates the traditional power dynamic of the music industry. Historically, the record label sits at the top, controlling the song rights, while the artist is pushed to the bottom as replaceable talent hired to sing someone else's words. Swift challenged this system at age 14 by convincing her family to move to Nashville, Tennessee. She didn't just want to sing, she wanted to learn how the industry actually functioned. By her mid-teens, she secured a major label songwriting deal, one of the youngest in the industry's history. Securing that deal meant she would never have to rely on external writers to find her voice. It ensured she was a producer and a businesswoman before she even released her first album, laying the groundwork for total creative autonomy. In 2006, her self-titled debut album reached the public. Hits like Tim McGraw quickly established her as a dominant new voice on the country charts. Her lyrics read like ripped pages from a teenage diary. She used personal storytelling as a tool, turning emotional experiences into universal anthems. That honesty forged a uniquely powerful bond with her audience. Millions of fans, now known as Swifties, became a highly organized and loyal global community. With that army behind her, she took a massive risk. She abandoned her dominance in country music to pivot entirely into pop with the album 1989. The strategy worked. She shattered global chart records and collected a series of Grammy Awards, a run of success that continued through later albums like Midnight's. Most artists lose their audience when they change their sound. By taking her fans with her across genres, Swift proved that her personal connection to the listeners was more valuable than any specific musical category. But at the height of this success, a corporate dispute cost her the rights to her own historical music catalog. This schematic illustrates the master recordings trap, where a corporation holds a padlock over original recordings. Swift found a loophole. She still owned the songwriting rights. She re-recorded her entire back catalog, branding them Taylor's version. This routed revenue away from the locked masters. As fans migrated, the original version's financial value plummeted. She mobilized her fans to exclusively stream these new tracks. And they complied, effectively reclaiming the value of her art through collective action. This maneuver solved a personal legal crisis while providing a template for other artists. By proving a creator could successfully re-record their work and retain their audience, Swift shifted the leverage back toward the individuals who actually write the music. Today, that control is on full display. The Eras Tour became one of the highest-grossing live events in history, a global celebration of the very catalog she fought to reclaim. She also expanded into film, taking on acting roles in major studio projects like The Giver. She even appeared in the adaptation of Cats, a project that leaned into one of the most prominent pillars of her personal brand. She balances the status with a grounded persona, making significant donations to disaster relief while frequently sharing her personal life and her cats on social media. It is a dual identity. On stage, she is the vulnerable songwriter. Behind the scenes, she is a shrewd businesswoman who has successfully maintained control over every variable of her career. Taylor Swift's ultimate legacy is the blueprint she created. She proved that an artist does not have to be a pawn in the industry. With the right strategy, they can own the board entirely.